Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I am joined with Jason, not my sisters today, because we are going to tell you guys our love story. Aww. And how we met, what our first date was, how we got engaged, and we're just gonna tell you all the details. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, so do you want to go ahead and start about where we met?
Yeah, where we met.
At the YMCA.
At the Y?
We were counselors at the YMCA, like, summer camp that they have every summer. And this was 2 summers ago, so it was like May,
I'm giving context.
June of like 2018.
2018. Yes, so the first day of like orientation, I'm there like early and I'm wearing my camp shirt from the previous year, like a pro and all this, and like I know a bunch of other counselors and things, and you come in late like some bum, and
Hey.
no, not like a bum.
I was on a field trip for school and I got there a little bit late.
You come in late after it already started, and I'm sitting in the back, you go up in the front, and you still say you don't believe me, but I promise you, I felt something in me, in my heart, and I knew there was something special with you. From that moment on, I knew there was something special.
All I remember is that he like stood up to like answer a question or like say something like from the back, so I just like turned around to see who was talking, and I just remember him. Like I can still picture the shirt he was wearing,
Who's this guy
his old haircut,
asking questions, answering questions.
But yeah, so I was a counselor in like the little kids camp, so it was mostly like 5 to like 8-year-olds for my camp, and then he was the lead counselor of the older kids camp, so it was like 8 to like 10 or 12-year-olds,
right?
Something around there.
Well, in the previous year, I had been with the oldest camp. This year, I got put into the second to oldest camp, so almost the oldest camp, and you were with the little kids. And there's 4 overall, and one half, the 2 camps that are younger, everybody sticks together, including the counselors, and the 2 camps that are older, everybody stays together, including the counselors, for the most part. So eventually, I talked to a buddy of mine who had been there before, and I'm like, dude, are you trying to switch because there's this cutie going on in your camp? And I'm like trying to, be around to communicate and things. And we ended up making a little deal here.
He switched camps for me.
Yeah.
And came down to the little kids camp.
Yes. Which
so then we spent
also,
all day together.
Hold on. For the record, too, made a little bit of practical sense because I want to work with like elementary school kids that will be younger in the future. So there also had a bit of real logic to it, not just romance to it, but it was mostly just for the romance.
But yeah, he said he had his eye on me, but I didn't know anything about that. And
I was sly.
One day he just switched and he like became the new counselor of one of the little kid camps that I was with. And so then basically all summer we worked 40-hour weeks together all day long from early in the morning.
And I made a couple of moves.
And yeah, I think it was like late June, and he tried to ask me out for coffee.
Oh, this did
for
not
our
go
first
well.
date. And if you know me, you know I don't drink coffee, so it kind of like caught me off guard. He was just like sitting there on like a park bench while we were watching the kids. We sound like an old couple. But he was like, oh yeah, you want to go get some coffee sometime?
I mumbled, but I got it out and I was very nervous.
And I was like, huh?
It was very
like, I don't like coffee. Yes. And I didn't really, I later realized he was trying to ask me out, but I really didn't know what was happening.
It's pretty much an epic fail on my part.
Fail. So then like...
but I had the courage to do it, so that took a lot. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, then like 2 days later, I had to be there at 6 a.m. and he didn't even have to be there till like 8 a.m. or something like that. But he came in like 2 hours early.
Extra early.
For work. walked into the gym where I was sitting to like sign kids into the camp, and like calls me over. He's like, I have a question about one of the kids.
There was no question about any kid.
And then he asked me to go like see a movie or something.
You know, hang out.
And so I was like, sure. And I didn't really like think much of it. I was like, oh, we're just gonna like go out, like it's not gonna be a big deal. And we did. Like that following Sunday was our first date. I think it was June 24th, if I'm remembering correctly. And he picked me up and we went to, there's like a walking trail behind our high school in Waynesboro that leads to Renfrew Park. And we walked that trail and just talked like the whole time about family and sisters and brothers and dogs, a lot of dog conversation. And yeah, it just went really well. And then we headed to Leitersburg. We wanted to see Jurassic Park, but it was sold out.
I wanted to see Jurassic. It was actually World.
Yeah, Jurassic World. And since it was sold out, we ended up seeing Tag and just kind of sat there awkwardly the whole time. Like, you know, those first dates in the movies happen. No hand holding, no.
There's funny comments being made, but
yeah. But then, I mean, yeah, it was fine. And at the end of the day,
it was fun. It was fantastic.
I like came home and I just like told my family that he wasn't what I was expecting, because like in our walk behind the high school and stuff, like just finding out that like your morals and your values and all the main things that we both like dream of in life are about was exactly the same. So, which I didn't know about him. Like I didn't know very much about him before that date. But then after that, I was like, wow, maybe this could turn into something, because he's very much on the same level as me.
Wow, this guy's not a dirtbag.
Basically. And so then, yeah, there on out, we just kept going on dates for the next like 2 weeks or so. And he invited me to his brother's wedding. Like that was like 2 weeks later. He actually invited me to his brother's wedding, I think on the very first date, which kind of scared me because I was like, we're not even dating yet, and I would have to meet his whole family there.
I didn't even think it was that big a deal.
It was stressful for me, but I said yes. And so then
it was great.
Saturday, July 7th, 2018 is his now brother's anniversary, and it started our dating anniversary. So he asked me to be his girlfriend that night, up on an overlook area. It's not like called anything specific, right? It's just
not really. I mean, it's just like an overlook.
It's near what town?
McConnellsburg.
So he just asked me to be his girlfriend up there, and we ate Chick-fil-A. And since it was around the 4th of July, there were fireworks all around, and it was really pretty. And I said, yes.
Just like that.
Yes. And so yeah, we started dating, and he had to go back to school that August.
It was difficult.
I was starting my freshman year at SHIP, and he had to go back to Geneva, which is where he went to school.
Undergrad, yeah.
Yeah, and he still had a year and a half left. So he was gonna be there my whole freshman year and half of my sophomore year. And so we did long distance for that year and a half, and it was tough. There was a lot of tears shed because he would come home every like 2 to 3 weekends to visit, because it was kind of a trek. It was like 3.5 hours to school. So he'd come home after class on Fridays and leave Sunday nights like every other week. And
it was like a piece of my heart got ripped out every time I made that trip. But it was so great when I came back.
Yeah. And yeah, so then last year we celebrated our 1-year anniversary. Woohoo! We were like, wow, we were together for 1 year.
A whole year.
A whole year. And he finished up his undergrad this past December and graduated, and then he started his
grad school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started grad school at SHIP and did his first semester there this past spring. So we were going to the same school, and he's home now. And we were just able to see each other a lot more. It made things a lot easier. And we didn't have to do as many FaceTime calls to the wee hours of the morning, which was nice. And yeah, then that takes us up to this summer. 3 days ago was our 2-year anniversary on July 7th. We're filming this on July 10th. And that's when all the magic happened.
Magic.
Magic. All right, you want to tell him this part? Because this is pretty much all him.
Yeah. So for the anniversary, and I mean, we have talked about getting married for probably our entire relationship almost.
Yeah. I feel like we were talking about like engagement and marriage like 3 months into our relationship.
I was gonna say 3 weeks in, but
I mean, maybe.
probably like 3 months in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't like a totally foreign idea or anything. Probably be 2022 we're looking at. So, like, I could wait till next summer, or I could just do it now. And it was kind of like a, why not? It's like, why wait? And also, like, why not do it now? Like, because I am and I have been and I always will be completely and entirely and wholly sure and certain that I love this girl and I want to be with her for the rest of my life, and nothing will ever change that.
Don't cry.
And
He's giving you his whole proposal speech right now.
wow. But it was like, why not? Like, you're my soulmate, my best friend. Put a ring on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on.
Check that box off. And it just felt right. And I had been thinking about it and like figuring out plans, and you know, I looked at finances and things and looked at a bunch of different aspects from different angles, and I prayed about it. That was huge, and it just felt right, and it was definitely the time.
It kind of worked out for him because like
so well.
2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to the beach for like 4 days with a bunch of friends from school, and that's when he took the opportunity to come up here and talk to my family and talk to my parents.
I asked for the permission and the blessing for the hand in marriage, and it was a very nerve-wracking, but
He was nervous.
I was nervous.
Some tears were shed, I've heard.
Yes.
Yes.
But it was very good. It was very nice, and it went very smoothly and well, and I went and her sisters helped me pick out and narrow down the ring to get her. He kind of had an idea of like what rings I liked, you know. Well, and I have been
drop
looking-
those subtle hints, ladies.
Yeah.
Because I knew I wanted rose gold. I just love like the color rose gold, and I knew I wanted something either like oval or circular, just because that's like the shape I thought would look nice. And pretty much him and my sisters did all the rest.
Yeah.
They went to Bell Jewelers, shout out to them. Picked out my ring. I'll show you a close-up if it'll focus on it. It's an oval and it has like a twisted like diamond band. It's very pretty. I love it. I just love that they picked it out together. That's like what's so special about it, is that like he picked it out with my sisters.
Yeah. So I picked that up and like put together the plan. I planned out the whole day. Every like hour and minute I had something planned for throughout everything, and we like went through our original first date, and like I added some new things in there and made it a little more special. And
Yeah, which I was so excited about, because he was like, don't worry about anything for our anniversary on Tuesday. I have the whole day planned out, which makes me feel good, because I was like, oh, I don't have to plan anything.
Yeah.
I had something planned for Wednesday, like the day after. We went whitewater tubing near Harper's Ferry, so that was fun. But he had the most awesome day planned out on Tuesday.
Yeah, planning is key.
Planning is key.
But yeah, at the end I took her up on the mountain to the overlook, and
The same mountain that he asked me to be his girlfriend on 2 years ago.
right.
And he was just praying that it didn't rain. He said he was like checking his
answered
weather
prayers.
all day long, making sure that it didn't rain. But yeah, that morning we went on the walk to Renfrew. We went mini golfing. We watched the Beauty and the Beast live action movie, because he knows that I love that. He made us steaks and fries at his house for dinner, and then went and got ice cream at Brewster's that we love, and then we headed up on the mountain.
Yeah, I had all these candles laid out and flowers, and we had some...
Well, you missed the part of what you did to get me out there.
Oh yeah, I blindfolded her.
He blindfolded me. He like took me up on this mountain. He was like, you have to put this on. Gives me a blindfold, and I was like,
Well, that was... Yeah.
that's kind of dangerous.
I did the blindfold, so I had like a whole big like a Santa bag of like boxes and presents and things, and I didn't want her to get all suspicious and be like, what's going on with this? Because I had like glasses for juice I took up in a box, and I had the juice in a box, and I had the flowers and the candles in a box, and the, you know, everything for it all, and a speaker to do some like smooth jazz through and make it a little romantic. And I blindfolded her, took her hand and led her out to the edge and pushed her off.
Don't say that. I'm alive, I lived. Oh, goodness.
I led her out to the edge, and she stayed in the blindfold, and I had on the smooth jazz music, and I took my time setting up, I tried to do it really fast, setting up the candles and the flowers, and got the cups out and poured us some juice, and set out the presents and the card, and had her take off the blindfold and tried to play it off cool, like, this is just our 2-year anniversary. Here, you open your presents now and figure out.
Yeah, like I was kind of buying it, but at the same time I wasn't too much, because he is very bad at keeping secrets and surprises. He just gets so excited, which is kind of cute. He gets so excited about anything that like he was kind of dropping like little hints about things throughout like the week before, like if anything about marriage or rings or anything would come up, or he'd like look at my promise ring he got me, and he'd like wink at me and like make all these like subtle comments. And like I knew I wanted to get my nails done, but my sisters were like, let's go get our nails done. So then part of me was like,
And the color of them, you didn't even know.
Okay, at the salon, we were all looking at the color of our nails, and Calissa just brought this up to me yesterday. I totally forgot about this, but the color of my nails, I got like this light yellow color because I just think it's so cute, and that's what I wanted for the summer. And I looked at the color of it, and it is happily ever after. So it was meant to be. And Calissa just told me that. She was like, remember the color of your nails? I was like, oh my goodness, it's a sign. So yeah, they made sure I had my nails done, which is good. My girls were looking out for me because he didn't even think about that. But they were looking out for me, and I was a little suspicious, but then throughout the day, everything was just super normal. And like, I also was like, maybe he's just like getting me something he's super excited about. Like he's probably just getting me like a new necklace or like something exciting to him that he's like excited about. But then part of me was like, he might do it tonight. Like he might take me up there and do it. Like it would be the perfect time because it's our anniversary and he's taking me up to the Overlook.
And I had the whole day planned out.
He had the whole day planned out. He was just acting way too excited.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always excited to spend time together, but he was just acting way too excited. So I was like, little suspicious.
Which was pretty much the fine line I was trying to walk, because I didn't want you to be like shockingly blindsided, which I mean I guess would be okay, but like I just dropped the subtlest little
because
hints,
literally like 2 weeks before this, he was like, we were talking about it, and we were like,
maybe I should probably wait till next summer.
He was literally saying that. He was like, I'll probably like wait till next summer, then I'll be like a year out and we'll have enough time to plan everything. And
which
like,
now we will have plenty of time to plan everything.
Plenty of time. Because I was like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like I don't need 2 years. Like it doesn't really matter. Like we won't be able to do it until we're both graduated, able to get jobs and stuff for financial reasons. But I was a little suspicious, but he had it all planned out and it was so cute. I took my blindfold off and it was getting dark at that point up on the mountain, and so all the candles were all over the place and music was playing and there were flowers, and then there were like 3 little presents in front of me. So I was like, ooh, gifts, and one of them was the dress I'm wearing. Yeah. And he just got me a couple other like little things that he knew I would like, trying to like play it off like, ooh, these are the gifts I got you for our anniversary, which worked. I literally asked him after I finished opening them, I was like, is this what you were like so excited about?
Like,
and he looked at me, he was like, no. And then he like started going on his whole like speech about how much he loves me and wants to like be with me forever. And then he asked me to marry him, and I said yes.
Yes.
So we're officially engaged. I like still probably won't be like planning anything serious until next summer, so I'll be able to just chill and relax for about a year. Yeah, it was so perfect, and my whole family knew. My parents knew, my sisters knew, his whole family knew, and everyone kept it a secret so well. We're just so excited. Ew. Okay. Did we forget anything? I feel like we like tried to talk fast and like blow through it all quickly, just because I feel like we had like a lot to tell.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's everything. I'm sure in the future we'll be keeping like updates on here, like in the next year or so, about dress shopping and all the fun wedding planning things. Hopefully we'll document it all for you guys. But I think that's everything. Quit making noise out there.
Yeah, I still gotta show you my bug bites that are so swollen. Like this one. Look at that.
How is this relevant to the story?
I don't know. We're trying to give them every single detail of every place we've ever been, ever. My goodness.
That people want to know.
I guess I didn't need to tell them that, but and help PewDiePie beat Coco Melon.
What? And thank you guys so much for like all the congratulations, and we're just so thankful. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos about me and my sister's lives. And we hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you real soon. Real soon. Bye guys.